Extend the love this season, particularly to families and friends in the hospital. That's what authorities at the Ankafo Psychiatric Hospital are telling relations of mental health patients. Medical Director of the Ankafo Psychiatry, Dr. Kwejo Mafuobing, says many relations of patients abandon them at the hospital and never show up. He says part of the healing process for mental health patients is the presence of family and friends. We're going back to the central region, Richard Kojonyako again.
It's the season of Christmas, but here at the Ankafo Psychiatric Hospital, people who are challenged mentally are not really feeling the season.
I wasn't into any cannabis-induced psychosis because myself, I've been enrolled in Ankafo Psychiatric Nursing Training College. That's where I completed school in 2015.
Meet my namesake Richard, a psychiatric nurse who says he's yet to be posted by government. Richard says he doesn't know exactly what brought him to the hospital, but what he remembers was that he was trying to save some money to buy a taxi to work with in anticipation of being posted by government.
I negotiated with my lady that let me issue have some money there. She also have some money. Let us enroll in let me go and enroll in a driving school. After which the money that we have, we collaborate, we join venture. Then I'll buy a car and I'll do rounds with it. The lady agreed to the suggestion because she said that it was very good. It's a very good idea that
no aunts, no mom, no father, no sisters and brothers have visited Richard and other persons at the ward here. They feel abandoned and rejected by society.
It's important to remember that the people who are suffering from mental illness are just suffering from a disease like any other disease. It could have been a stroke, could have been malaria, could have been hypertension, it could have been diabetes. They are still the people that you grew up with. They are still the people that you gave birth to. They are still the people whose family you married into. They are still human beings that need love.
Medical Director of the Ankafo Psychiatric Hospital, Dr. Kwejo Mafuobing, says such situations make many of the patients suffer relapse and does not help in the healing process.
I have patients at home who they might get stuck in Accra, for example, and the whole family goes to let's say Cape Coast or something like that for Christmas, and they leave this person in the house by themselves because they don't want the person to travel, or they don't want the embarrassment of people knowing that they have a relative who has the illness, and all of these things are not good for their mental health. So at the end of the Christmas, you go for your trip, you come back, and the person has relapsed, not because the person wasn't taking their medication, not because they wasn't doing what they're supposed to do, but the sheer sadness of being left out of the Christmas activities has led to a relapse of the condition, and then the cycle continues. It's very important at all points in time in the year to show love to people suffering from mental illness, but particularly at these times in the year where the whole nation is celebrating. Imagine the whole nation celebrating and only you being left out of it for no other reason, for nothing that you did, but for the fact that you are sick. It breaks them down the more. It breaks them down the more. So after this season, you have a lot of relapse. And like I said, most of these people, they are taking their medication, but they're relapsing just because of the emotional toll that it takes on them. Like I'm saying, if it was you and I, it would cause, you can have your first episode of depression from being left out of a celebration.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, Cape Coast branch, is one of the organizations that has come to put smiles on the faces of the inmates. Professor Mafu Yarom is their leader. He is appealing to family members to occasionally visit these persons to help in the healing process.
Would just advise them to remember their loved ones and visit them on a regular basis. Because I think by visiting they can connect. And then these are our brothers and sisters here who psychologically they get some fulfillment, and I think that can go a long way to help with their recovery. Once they're able to recognize their relatives, they get connected, because some of them might have been brought here, maybe no visit, they may be wondering, and that can put some stress and frustration on them.
Richard, the mentally challenged patient, adds his voice to the call for a frequent visit of family members to the people here. In this festive season, your support and visit could help put a smile on the face of a patient, and who knows, they might just recover from their condition by your gesture. Richard Kwejenyako, Joy News, Cape Coast.